What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today is an absolutely massive frickin' day for the whole Battlefield community because we finally got to see what the server browser within Battlefield 6 is going to go ahead and look like. Now, keep in mind, this is for Portal, but you will be able to create all your own personal custom experiences, even if you want them to be like the official EA servers. So it's going to be pretty juicy, and they finally give us all the details from top to bottom on what it's going to go ahead and be like. So we're going to spend this video discussing all of those details, and I also do want to throw up one last thing before we dive deep into that. From Battlefield Bulletin talking about the ammo/health crates, because I did see a lot of people online kind of mixed about how this should be handled. But as you can see right here, DICE has disabled the green rings around ammo/health crates in Battlefield 6. David Serlin says they've made other arrangements, and as you can see, this is the image that Battlefield Bulletin posted up so you guys can see exactly what it is. The green outline around the ammo/health. I saw a lot of people online saying that this was bad. Personally, I don't think it was too rough. I kind of enjoyed it too because it allowed me to see, where I can actually pick up ammo, especially if it's leaking through the walls and I can get on the other end of the building. I kind of enjoyed it, but I can also see where it's become a pain because, when a lot of ammo/health crates are down, the UI is cluttered to the max. So I don't know how I feel about this, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. My constructive criticism would be allowing others to pick exactly what they want. So have a feature within the settings saying, I want this HUD on or I want this HUD off, and give the option to the players. But as I stated, that's just how I feel about the overall thing. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let's dive on into the server browser details. To start off, they say powerful creator tools include spatial editing, which is map geo editing, as well as AI scripting to customize the behavior of AI combatants. The Portal Builder tool also supports custom UI scripting for building fully bespoke user interfaces. Absolutely awesome. They also stated Battlefield your way. With a generous mutator and rule set options, you can use our Web Creator Portal tool to experience Battlefield the way you want. Hardcore mode, closed weapon loadouts, the sky is the limit. And this is the image that they went ahead and showcased to us, ladies and gentlemen. This looks beautiful. On the left hand side, you can see they allow you to go ahead and import patches. I have no clue what that means. Then of course you get settings where you can mess around with the map rotation, teams. Also you get a bunch of modifiers for the gameplay, soldiers, vehicles, user interface, AI, and they showcased what these soldier modifiers are looking like. And I'm very curious to see what the rest of the modifiers are for all of the other things that I just listed. But again, for the soldier, you could see here that you get the fall damage multiplier, man down type. I have no clue what that means, but it's, under down. Strafe while sprinting, sprint, infinite weapon magazines, prone, soldier health regeneration, slide, soldier maximum health multiplier. I mean, the list goes on. I don't have to read it off. You guys can see with your own eyes. This is looking really freaking cool, and honestly, I'm so excited to go ahead and dive on deep into the overall server browser here where we can customize our own maps and modes. But it doesn't end there. They went a little bit further, saying full progression. Players earn full XP progression when playing verified community experiences in Portal. These use existing Battlefield 6 mode templates such as Conquest, Rush, and Breakthrough, while allowing the creator to modify a wide range of mutators to make the experience uniquely theirs. This is another thing I'm extremely happy about. A lot of people were worried that, obviously the server browser wouldn't be relevant because just like in 2042, they don't allow you to get XP to kind of combat the bot farms. And people are still a tad bit concerned that the bot farms are going to be live and active within the Portal 2.0 here within Battlefield 6. But I don't think that's going to be the case. As you can see, they already said that the only way you're going to be getting, again, full XP progression is when you're playing verified community experiences in Portal. I don't know what that means right now, but what I'm assuming is there's probably rule sets that you have to go ahead and check while you're going ahead and making your, lobby. And if you do not check those things, or you try to go ahead and rearrange stuff, or, kind of make it where it is a bot farming server, it will probably not allow you to progress any XP, and it will change the rule sets and probably warn you while doing so. Overall, I'm happy to see this though, because this means more people will be encouraged to hop into the server browser experience. They also went on to say, easy to discover. Players will have a wide array of options to filter the experiences they wish to see within the in-game server browser and experience library. Some select experiences can be featured directly on the home screen, making these experiences easier to find and join than ever. Included with game purchase, players will also have the ability to make their hosted servers persistent, so it's always listed in the browser for easy access. This is hugely. I can't even express how huge this honestly is. Again, that was probably one of the biggest problems for a lot of the community, is that there was no way to have persistent lobbies. People are tired of the game shutting down, recycling. Well, it seems here, if you go ahead and just simply purchase the game, you can have, obviously you can host your own servers, and by doing so, you can have persistent servers, so they will never shut down. They'll keep on recycling, and players don't have to worry about being booted away from their friends that are trying to join on top of the 4-man squad that they already have, over and over and over again. That is a very beautiful sight. But with that being said, they also showcased a second image here of the actual server browser itself, showcasing a bunch of the actual servers: Siege of Cairo all day, Conquest 24/7, jet-only maps, which is absolutely hilarious because they have Iberian Offensive, which doesn't have jets on it, so I guess this is a little bugged, whatever. But it's just showcasing stuff. Again, Rush 24/7, 64 players. So again, Rush doesn't have 64. People want that. You can make it. Breakthrough 24/7, Conquest 24/7, Rush plus Conquest, infantry focused, hardcore knives, defibs, hammers on. Do you see what I'm saying here? Jet races. The possibilities are endless. Also allowing you to have the filters. You could sort by recommended, or I'm assuming other things. You can refresh the server browser as frequently as you need. When you open up a server, you can see the experience info and, kind of dive deep to see what the actual host did to the modifiers and such. It's looking, I don't know, to me personally, it's looking really freaking solid. I think the biggest piece of criticism I've seen online so far is that when it comes down to this browser, it's going to split the player base too much. Because obviously throughout this browser, I don't think you're going to be connecting to official, EA DICE servers, the matches that we are going to be playing or other people are going to be playing when they just quickly go ahead and matchmake without tapping into the server browser. But this is all I have to say. If this is really something that the community needs, really freaking bad, and everybody really believes that, a server browser will change everything and it's exactly what Battlefield needs, then I don't see a problem with this whatsoever. If that is the truth, then guess what? The server browser will thrive. And trust me, if this game is going to be popular enough and it's not going to be another 2042 situation, the regular matchmaking system is going to thrive as well. Both parties are going to end up happy. But if this server browser fails, and all there is 24/7 bot farming lobbies, to me personally, that's going to prove that people don't want a server browser as much as they claim. Because again, anybody can host, anybody could put this together. If you want a persistent 24/7 server open, that's either Conquest or Breakthrough or even both, with normal rule sets and normal everything, like it's an official EA DICE server, you can do that. Anybody who purchases the game can do that. So if, again, it's there. People can do it. And if it's not present and people don't actually make those servers, then again, I'm assuming the mass majority of people don't care about this. But I hope they do, because personally, I am on Team Server Browser, and I will be personally using it a lot as well, because I love being able to pick the ping that I want, and also maybe sometimes I'm in the mood for certain sets of maps. Who knows? The freedom of the browser is going to be so nice to see. But as I literally just stated, if this browser doesn't thrive and we don't see anything in here, there's absolutely no excuses in my personal opinion. 2042 was a completely dead game, so we couldn't really get too much good feedback on that. And let's be honest, the portal system in general was trash. So it was hard to really see anything pop off with that game. But Battlefield 6 here, with all these people backing it up, like I said, if the server browser is that important, then let's see these servers come alive, people. I know I personally will be hosting servers, and if you guys really want this to be a main source of how people find lobbies, then you guys better make sure you're making servers as well, or even joining in on these servers to make sure they stay populated and show EA that this is an important way of playing the Battlefield experience. But I will say one thing. It's not fair if this is not on the main page, because they did say that this is going to be stuffed away behind Portal. And with that being said, I'm assuming it probably won't be on the front page. Don't do that stupid crap. Please give it a fair shake. Put it front row and center so absolutely everyone can see exactly where it is. And if you want people to, go a bit further for Portal, then so be it. But the server browser should be just as accessible as just regular matchmaking. 110%, and allow the community to use what they want to use. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post here daily at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And sometimes we go ahead and double upload at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Everything between COD, Battlefield, Splitgate 2, Arc Raiders, Gears of War, pretty much any shooter that kind of sparks my interest, you best believe you'll see it on this channel. And last but not least, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, gotta link that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all next one. Peace out.